They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the USC Trojans. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Boilermakers will kick it away to start us off. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So the USC Trojans offense will take the field first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback...
Oh, he's going to go up top. He's got it up to 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, USC!
That is how you start a football game. My guy's really fast, really good. I'm going to feature him, give him the football, and he will do the rest. One play, one superstar, one touchdown.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Turbin. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So Purdue's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Here's the pressure. He's moving out of the pocket. There he goes. Smashes ahead. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Man, it's so nice to have a weapon like this at quarterback. It dictates coverage. You want to play man-to-man? Everybody turns their back. Watch him pick him up, put him down, chew up yards, getting a big play down the field.
Find some fresh air. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down 42. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll move the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
The Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in their last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
It's complete to the left. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit that.
Touchdown, Trojans! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup. And the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Caught behind the line. It's Smith. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And the sack comes from the middle linebacker, who is the quarterback of the defense. Not only does he get everybody lined up, make all the calls, play the run, he can also rush the passer and sack quarterbacks. What a job.
Nowhere close on that one as he got 12 trying to deliver the football. Now they face 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions or force 4 points.
The kick is on its way. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. He has the first and still on his feet. Racing down the left side. The 20. He's at touchdown, Southern Cal. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
He'll return it. And he pumps it up inside the 20.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. And the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Zings it complete to the right. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. As As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Defense in press coverage. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Boilermakers will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score. David, see if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Trojans with the 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Makes the grab. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays, the quarterback and his unit is executing, and this defense right now, they have no answers.
The Trojans trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Quarterback making adjustments. From the gun. Looking to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Trojans!
Well, this thing's turning into a rout. It's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
He'll bring it out. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They'll start this drive with a pass. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Boilermakers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Working that left side now. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Boilermakers will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. The quick out. He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark take it at the 24. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Lost a throw on first down. Gets it out fast. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
I tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That penalty cost him a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Wants to throw again. He's got his man. That will be enough to move the chains and give him a first down in the red zone at the 14. And the Trojans are on the move. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, USC! And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Under fire.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Makes the grab. It's Harris. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short in the first. The Boilermakers will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
This time on target.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Makes the catch. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Grab near the marker is Avery. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. Grabbed in the end zone and put 6 on the board.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead, and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles.
We're just about ready to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little bit.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Got room on the return. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Southern Cal!
How oftentimes can you say that there is a safety who's the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And the Boilermakers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to fire. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A third down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback up.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain its fourth down. The Boilermakers will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Looking for space. It's Avery. Oh, he's got some space.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to the tailback. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Pulls it, fires to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
He's got it on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Fires to the tight end. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And the Trojans look to keep this drive humming. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Trojans! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this offense has really responded after last week. Last week, man, the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road and win. Come back home, you feel confident, you're in your routine, have answered the bell, took charge of this game late, and looking to go 1-0 this week.
He'll bring it out. It's Turbin. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And now to try to put things in motion on 2nd and long from the 15. Safe completion on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The Boilermakers line up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. And David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Trojans really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Reads it, fires complete. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. On a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gives it to the back on the draw. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, 4th quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
He leaves it with his back. Touchdown, USC! And they take it in for 6 more points. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And after starting the season 0-1, they knew they needed more from their offense in this game. They just had to find ways to make more explosive plays, and that's what they've been able to do. They've executed at a tremendous level. I really like the quarterback play and the leadership that he's showing. And because of that, they look like they're going to get back to 500. And let's see where this team can go.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking downfield on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to pass. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Trojans. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Fires to the middle. Found a seam. Breaks into the open. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Great place to start for this offense. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd down from their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Boilermakers will call on their punt team. Makes the catch at the 35. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute that.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out.
Turning it on! Gets it all the way in inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Trojans will have it 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Nice move to keep running. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game